Hello, Time here. I'm very happy to announce that Seamless3d is not only free open source software, it can now, with little to no modification, run on any operating system that supports SDL and OpenGL-ES. This includes macOS, FreeBSD, Android, Linux, Windows, Nintendo Switch, and Sony PlayStation 2. This took me much longer than expected, but 5 major challenges had to be overcome. 1. Porting Seamless3d to OpenGL-ES was accomplished for version 3.007. 2. Ensuring Seamless3d can be built using the GNU C++ compiler, which allows for Seamless3d to be built for a number of operating systems with predictable behavior. 3. Porting Seamless3d to SDL so that system tasks like setting up the main window and handling input devices are handled using cross-platform code. 4. Porting to the standard C++17 file system library, which offers some of the file handling functionality not supported by older standard libraries. 5. The most fun part, developing a virtual CPU to run Seamless scripts. Since the virtual CPU's code is not dependent on assembly language, it can easily be compiled for different CPUs such as ARM and Intel x64. The virtual CPU can currently execute only a few kinds of instructions, but this is all you need to learn how to create animations following any of my tutorials written since the release of Seamless3d 3. Over time, I'll increase the instruction set for more advanced tasks. With all these changes, Seamless3d remains under the MIT license, which comes with very few restrictions. I don't have access to a Mac, Nintendo Switch or Sony PlayStation, so if anyone has succeeded in building Seamless3d for an OS other than Windows, Linux or Android, please let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. To run on Linux, all you need to do is download the zip file for Linux from the Seamless3d download page, unzip into a folder and double-click on the executable. You can drag and drop SMLS files into a running instance of Seamless3d to open them. To make SMLS files automatically open with Seamless3d when you double-click them, see the instructions for setting up SMLS file association on Linux. To keep things simple for different platforms, I've made it so that the Seamless3d folder, which contains the settings file, recovery folder and the item bar files, is located in the folder you run the executable from. Although the new cross-platform version can be built for Windows using either the GNU compiler or Visual Studio, the established Windows version, which still compiles Seamless scripts to Intel x64 machine code and which uses a Seamless3d folder located in a different location to the executable, will remain the default installer for Windows, but now shares most of its source code files with the new cross-platform version. For Windows users, because of all the changes made to keep everything compatible, you may want to skip upgrading from version 3.034 to this version to let time take its course to verify all is okay, as only a few features have been added to version 3.035. One of the new features I do like, however, is being able to disable resizing the main window. This can be done by opening the settings window and unticking the resizable field. I added this feature because it can be annoying to discover my window size has changed as a result of accidentally dragging the border of the 3D window after creating screenshots or images for a movie when the image size is critical. Another related new feature is you can now switch in and out of full screen mode without losing the size of your main window for window mode, which is saved in settings. Now that this milestone has been passed, I can shift my focus back to creating more tutorials. I was getting ever more excitingly close to showing how characters in different styles can be created, so I'm really looking forward to picking up from where I left off 3 months ago. Thanks for all your patience and support in the comments, it means a lot to me.